Okay, so we're here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and for today's video we're going to do the part 2 of things that we may possibly see in the part 3 update coming on this Friday. So we have done a video before, obviously the part 1 of this, so if you've not seen that yet, make sure you do go check that out. And if there is anything that you haven't seen in either one of these videos, make sure that you do comment them down below, any ideas that you think should be coming to the game, or anything you just want to see added in general, and I might do a part 3 of this. But yeah, basically, let's just get straight into it. Most of these suggestions are actually from you guys in the comments from the last video, so a massive thank you to that. And we'll get into the first one here, which is something that I am so shocked that I forgot about. That is the Battle Pass Season 2. Now this one was commented by Darkslayer275, so a big thank you for that one. But yeah, honestly, I cannot believe I forgot about this. But if we do come in here in the Premium Pass part on the Season 1, it does say that the season ends in 3 days and 22 hours, or basically just 4 days, which should be this Friday. So yeah, basically, it's going to be Season 2 at least, basically. Now, I'm pretty sure once this ends, the update won't exactly be out once this season ends, basically. There is usually like a couple hours or so, just kind of like in between, just to kind of like give the team a little bit of a while just to kind of develop the game and get the update ready. But yeah, basically, we should at least be seeing Season 1 ending this Friday, and we may actually see Season 2 start for the Season Pass, basically. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we have had news before of what could be coming in this Season Pass, such as the new skin crates and things like that, as well as using gems to actually restart the pass, basically, which would be really good. Obviously, right now it does cost 79 Robux, which obviously isn't that much, but still, for those people who can't get Robux, it's basically impossible to get any good stuff out of this properly anyways. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this Season 2 pass works, but we should basically be seeing it when the new Part 3 update drops this Friday. So yeah, that'll be really interesting to see, and thank you for commenting that one, Darkslayer. Honestly cannot believe that completely passed over my mind. That is absolutely crazy. Now, this next suggestion is basically kind of like a little bit of a combined one, but it is actually a brand new egg. Now, Mr. W over here basically says they believe Isaac actually mentioned a new egg for reaching 100 million visits on the game. They don't know if it's going to be the next update, but it is possible. So obviously, if we do look around right now, we haven't actually seen any new slots for new eggs to go into. However, obviously, if it is going to be a 100 million visits egg, most likely it will be in that 1 million blocks area next to where the Gem Genie portal is now. So if we do teleport over here real quick, most likely it will be kind of like around this area, which obviously is where all of the event eggs have been before, which haven't had a world, such as the Patriotic Egg and the Mystery Egg. So we could actually see a brand new egg for the 100 million visits basically be plonked right here, which will be really good. Obviously, we all love event eggs, and 100 million visits is always a big milestone. So yeah, we could see a brand new egg basically be put in here, which would be very, very nice. And then there's also another suggestion here from Amusing Thing, and they think they should actually add a hidden egg where you need to do some pretty hard quests to actually unlock it, such as mining 1000 diamonds or 200 million blocks. Basically, some quests that you actually need to do to unlock the egg, basically, which could be really interesting. Now, we have had similar things before, such as obviously mining the 1 million blocks to get into that little area. For the Gem Genie, you need 100 million blocks, and so on and so forth. You need to kind of like upgrade your space travel stuff to actually go to the Cyber Galaxy. So it could be really interesting to see. Obviously, we've not had these kind of quests before for an actual egg. It's more or less just an actual full-on world, but it could be really interesting to see. Obviously, then it makes it like a little bit more difficult. Instead of maybe using gems for the egg to make it difficult, actually adding some difficult quests instead that people actually have to grind for, and it will actually then reward those people who do the grinding and things like that. So yeah, it could be really interesting. Obviously, then no one will have the egg straight from the start. Maybe we might have to go off and actually mine 200 million blocks as soon as the egg comes out. Or maybe it could just be you have to have had 2 million blocks mined, 200 million blocks mined overall on your little tally up here, But yeah, either way, it will be really nice to actually see some quests. Instead of using gems to make the egg difficult, instead use some quests to make it a little bit more difficult instead. And that could be a really interesting idea. So again, thank you to Mr. W as well as Amusing Thing for both of those suggestions. It will be really interesting to see if both of those are actually incorporated into the 100 million visits egg, because that would be really nice, just to kind of like make it a little bit more accessible for everyone, have people grind for it instead of constantly grinding for gems instead. That would be really good. Now there is one more suggestion as well, and it's not just kind of like one person who suggested this, it's more or less like a whole kind of thing that people have been suggesting, and that is basically more ores in the mine. Now, we had actually gotten 2 new layers in this mine, which basically brought in a 45,000 stone block, as well as a 60,000 stone block as well. Now, this is all great for those people who do have that kind of mining power and stuff. However, there was no new ores introduced, which usually when there's new layers, there's at least 1 or 2 new ores introduced per layer, and we have not seen that whatsoever, which makes it really pointless having those new layers. I guess it's great for getting coins and stuff and getting up your blocks mined. However, overall, what is the point of the new layers if they've got no new ores? So in part 3, we could definitely see some new ores be brought in. Just something again to do with the summer stuff. We do have like aquamarine right now, which is always the best one. I think the best one right now. We also have like the starfish kind of thing, the seaweed stuff as well. So we could see something else, maybe some like kind of fish fossil or something like that, just to kind of add in a couple more ores to make tickets a little bit more easier to grind for in the mine. Because obviously right now you can do that hatch and fish thing. Again, this is another thing that could come in the next update, and this gets patched, where you can fish and hatch at the same time. If you've not seen that video, I would recommend going and seeing it. But as you can see, you can just fish and hatch. As you can see there, boom, we just fished and hatched at the same time. So that might also get patched. But yeah, basically we need to see some brand new ores introduced into this mine, just to make it a little bit more accessible for the tickets. Now, tickets aren't exactly that hard to get if you do just mine anyways. However, it seems like the brand new layers, they don't have any ores whatsoever. If you actually get down to a cave in that 60,000 area, just like you can have like a massive cave. Whereas usually in like the other worlds, in the Cyber Galaxy or stuff, you will have a ton of ores to mine. However, if you go down here in the Summer World mine, you'll literally get like 1 or 2 ores in a massive cave. It's really weird how sparse the ores actually are. So yeah, hopefully that does get fixed as well, and we do get some brand new ores just to kind of fill out the caves a little bit more and make the caves actually worth grinding to get, basically. So yeah, those are some more new stuff that could be added in the next update. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you think there's anything else that should be added. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.